and welcome to Kev's Corner. Today we're going to take a closer look at the Metabo M-Class Cordless Vacuum Cleaner, the ASR36 18 BL25 MSC. So this is the first true cordless M-Class vacuum cleaner on the market that has the same power and performance of a corded vacuum cleaner. So here we have our corded model. This is the ASR35M APC. This has a working pressure of 248 mbar and a flow rate of 4,400 litres per minute. Our cordless variant has a working pressure of 240 mbar and a flow rate of 4,000 litres per minute. So we can see technically wise they're almost at the same level, which means that you are able to complete all those applications you currently can with a corded M-Class vac, but now 100% cable free with the Metabo Cordless M-Class vacuum cleaner. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the features and the benefits of this tool. Okay, so the first thing we can see is our battery cell indicator light. So here we can see easily and conveniently how much juice we have left inside the battery packs. So it's very convenient for the operator because just with a click of a button we can automatically see without the need having to come around this side, open the garage port and physically remove the battery packs from the garage. Also, when we're working with the 4-meter hose, then just with a quick convenient look over your shoulder, you're able to see how much battery capacity you have left on your vacuum cleaner without the need to manually to come and check it. So extremely convenient for the operator. Secondly, we have this dial here. This allows us to change the hose diameter. So we match the setting with the hose that we are working with and with the dust port on the actual tool itself. So in this case, I'm working with a 35mm hose. So we set this to 35mm. Now it's extremely important that we match this dial with the hose and with the outlet on the actual tool itself, because this directly impacts the airflow sensor which is built inside the vacuum cleaner, which controls the M-Class audio warning system. So the airflow sensor inside will sense when there is a reduction in suction. Okay, so just to say, for example, that we're doing some wall chasing and some dust and debris has become blocked in the hose, then the airflow sensor will notice that there's been a reduction in airflow and the M-Class warning system will then kick in. So we get this high-pitch audio warning and we also will get LED flashing lights. Okay, so let's just simulate that there is a blockage in the hose, just for you guys at home there to see and visualize what is going to happen. Okay, so I simulated that there was a blockage in the hose and then you heard that the M-Class system kicks in. So it gives you that high-pitched audio warning sound and the flashing light to inform you as the operator that something is wrong. Okay, so straight away we stop the application. We check the machine outlet to make sure it's clear. We then move on to the hose to make sure the hose is clear, and failing those things are completely fine, then the chances are your filters are blocked and your filters need to be cleaned. So this brings us on to the next feature, and this is our semi-automatic electromagnetic filter cleaning system. So we have two options, or two ways to activate the system. One, we have manual, and two, we have auto. So just to say we finished wall chasing, there's been no problems, we're now taking a break, we can walk over to our vacuum and we can give it a manual clean. Okay, or we can set it to automatic. So once we finish our wall chase and we switch the machine off, then the machine will automatically run through a cleaning cycle. So it's just extremely convenient for you as the operator to choose either way which best suits your needs. Okay, so then the next feature is this big red button here. This is our on-off switch, and this controls the power of the vacuum. So we have two ways to switch this machine on. One, we can switch it on manually, and one, we can use our Metabo Cordless Control system, which I'll come on to in just a moment. So if we're working in manual mode or in automatic mode, we have three power modes. We have power level 1, power level 2 and power level 3. So in power level 1 we can get up to 100 minutes of runtime using two 10 amp hour LiHD battery packs. On level 2 we can get up to 40 minutes of runtime, and on level 3 we can get up to 21 minutes of runtime. So yes, just run through those power settings just so you guys at home can hear the difference. So this is level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys at home are saying, yeah, but Kev, 20-21 minutes is not a lot of runtime when we're looking at an M-class cordless vac. And you're probably right when we're talking about runtime, but we're actually talking about application. So in level 3, maximum power, maximum flow rate, the machines that we're working with here are things like table saws and with miter saws. And with those kind of products, we're making 1 or 2 cuts, maybe for 2 or 3 seconds per cut. So if we're looking at 20 minutes of runtime and 2 or 3 seconds per cut, now we're upwards of 200 cuts per battery charge. So it's very important that we talk about the application and not always about the runtime. When we're working with, say, a cordless sander, then we will be working for sure, we'll be working in setting number 2 for high stock removal, and maybe more for the finishing aspect, we'll be working in level number 1, which we can get up to 100 minutes of runtime. If I want to work with just using it as a vacuum cleaner to clean the construction site or clean around the workshop, then I would work on level 1 and I've got 100 minutes of general vacuum cleaning. Okay, so that's the automatic, the manual system for turning on this vacuum cleaner. And then secondly, we have our automatic system. Now this utilises the Metabo Cordless Control system. So this is a Bluetooth connected device which is activated via vibration. So it's completely unique to the market. You may know it from other brands on the market where you have a Bluetooth module installed directly into the tool and a Bluetooth module directly into the vacuum cleaner. So you are limited to using maybe 1 or 2 products with one vacuum cleaner of the same brand. With Metabo, because we use a vibration activated device, it means this vacuum cleaner is compatible with all power tools from all brands on the market. So we have 2 ways that we can turn on our vacuum cleaner with this system. One, we can do it manually. So if I am just doing general vacuum cleaning, then I can just switch the machine on and switch off again just by clicking the button. Or if I want to use the power takeoff system, then I can connect directly to a power tool. Okay, and then you hear there automatically when the vibration starts on the tool, then the vacuum cleaner will automatically switch on. And because I'm using it as with the auto takeoff, so I'm using it in conjunction with a power tool, you also heard there that they had an overrun of the vacuum cleaner to ensure that the hose has been cleared from any dust and debris. Okay, so this is the unique feature of the cordless control unit. If by any chance you are working with products that have an extremely low vibration, so things like a miter saw, then you may find that the sensor doesn't pick up the vibration when connected to the hose. So therefore, in scope of delivery, we include these bands, and you can use these bands to tie the sensor directly to the tool or tie it directly to the place that gives the most vibration to ensure 100% connectivity at all times. Okay, so that's the front of the machine. Yes, spin the machine round, because of course it is a cordless unit, and this is the garage compartment, so we ensure that the batteries are kept nice and safe. They're away from any dust and away from any water splashes, and like I say, we run on 2 18-volt batteries, lithium ion or LiHD battery packs with the slide-on style. Also those batteries that are available from our CAS partners, those members in the Cordless Alliance system. Failing that, you can also work the machine on 1 36-volt battery pack. Okay, good. Okay, spin it around again. Okay, also the machine comes with very robust casters and wheels. The casters also come with the brakes, so you can lock it in position, so you're not going to be dragging it around the work site or around the workshop. It stays nice and stable. Let's open up the machine inside. Let's have a closer look. Okay, so to open the machine, we just rotate this knob here, which then allows us to open the lid. Okay, so we have two things here. One is these electrodes at the back of the vacuum cleaner. So this is a wet and dry vacuum. So these electrodes go down into the container. So when we're sucking up water and the water level rises, when it gets to a point it touches the electrodes, it will short circuit the machine, switching it off, therefore preventing any overfilling of the container. And secondly, here we can see our electromagnetic filter cleaning system. So this particular vacuum comes with two polyester filter cassettes, like so. They're housed in there. And at the start, when I show you the semi-automatic filter cleaning system, what's happening here is that we have two magnets which are located into the housing here, and we have two metal contacts on the filters themselves. So what happens is that the magnets are switched on, off, on, off, on, off, and technically what's happening is that we're lifting the filter, and then we're dropping, we're lifting, we're dropping, we're lifting, and we're dropping. And that is then shaking all that dust off into the container, into the collection bag underneath. Okay, so we can close that down. Then let's have a look inside. Okay, so inside, already installed, we have the black PE filter bags. So the black PE filter bags are for coarse dust. So when we're working with things like masonry or we're working with things like concrete, then we would use this PE filter bag. When we're working with finer dust and finer particle material, things like just wood dust, then we would be working with our fleece filter bags. Then again, for the airflow sensor inside, it's also very important that we inform the machine what bag we have installed. And we can do that by this red dial that's located at the front here. We have an opened and we have a closed position. So you can see at the front here we also have a sticker which says that the red dial must be in the closed position for when working with a fleece bag and must be in the open position when working with the PE filter bag. Okay. Simply installs like so. Okay, so let's talk about the hose, because I know we've had a few messages in our social media channel regarding the hoses, and particularly with our Metabo users who already have the M-Class corded vac. And the question is, I already have your corded vac with the red anti-static hose. Is it also compatible with the cordless machine? Now the answer there is no, it is not. The red one is an anti-static hose. The green one is a high conductivity hose. Because this is a cordless machine, there is a high static charge which is created within inside the hose by the vacuum cleaner. So we need a hose that can dissipate that high conductivity very efficiently for safety of the user. Okay, so this is why we have this special green hose, which is a new hose to the Metabo program, and we also have an adapted container here with these pins which prevents the anti-static hose from being installed to this vacuum cleaner. So just therefore maximum protection for the operators. Okay, so I hope that answers the question. I know we've been asked it quite a lot over these last few months. Okay, so that's the hose. This is the machine. Obviously we have the bung at the front here, so when we're in transportation, obviously we don't want the dust travelling through the hose when in transportation in the back of the van or something, then spilling out all over your van. So we have a bung there to keep that nice and tidy. And then what you can see on this machine here, we have these clips which just spin out, and this allows for nice storage of your suction hose. So we can keep everything nice and tidy. Okay, so there we have it, guys. This is the cordless M-Class vacuum cleaner from Metabo.